Hi, welcome back to Flux Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we're getting into a short and sweet restorative class for your shoulders. So you are going to need a couple of things today. Most importantly, you will need a strap. So if you don't have a regular yoga strap, you can always reach for a belt. But essentially, you're going to need something that is long, thin, and malleable. So whatever you have around you that is like that, grab it. And it would be helpful if you have a block. If you don't have a block and you have a nice big cushion or a big pillow, that could also be helpful. But if you don't have it, either one of those things, you'll be okay and you'll be able to practice. Let's meet in a child's pose. We'll bring the knees nice and wide, big toes come to touch, and reach your arms all the way out in front of you. Forehead rests on the ground, and we'll take a big breath in from the nose. Big sigh out. Inhale through the nose. And big sigh out. Seal off the lips and breathe in and out through the nose. Just take a moment to feel the way that your hips soften towards your heels, and the way that your forehead is gently pressing against the ground. Just feeling that connection to the earth beneath you. And allow it to help you kind of soothe the mind. We'll take an inhale as we start to activate into the arms ever so slightly, just by pressing down through the palms, elevate the elbows. Take an inhale, start to lift your head off the ground. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left arm. And then come all the way back down. You can rest the right side of your head onto the mat. I personally like to rest my forehead back down, and you can lower the left elbow back down as well. We'll just breathe here for 3. Another 2. And we'll take another big breath in. Slowly with your next inhale, start to press into the left hand. Unravel the right, reach it forward, and then thread the left arm underneath the right. Rest your head back down, either on the left side of the head or the forehead. And you can allow the right elbow to come back down to the mat as well. And we'll take 3 deep breaths. So really try to breathe into the belly here as you inhale. And exhale. Inhale fully. And exhale. And again, let's take a nice big breath in. And breath out. Your next inhale, press into the right hand, unravel the left arm, and we will come to meet in a tabletop position. Coming into some half puppies. So take a tiny step back with the right hand and stretch the left hand all the way forward. Start to lower the left elbow and then the left side of the head onto the ground. You can also rest the right elbow down and the right forearm down. You should feel a really nice stretch through the left shoulder, left side of the neck, left side waist. And just breathe here for 3 deep breaths. Another 2. And another big breath in. And slowly with your next inhale, push into the right palm and sweep or slide the left hand back into place. Straight into the other side. Take a tiny step back with the left hand and then slide the right hand all the way forward. Rest right elbow, right side of the head on the ground, and then even the left elbow can come down to the mat as well. And we'll breathe into the right side body, right shoulder, right side waist, right side of your neck. We'll for another 2. And let's take another big breath. Slowly with your next inhale, push down into the left hand and slide the right hand into place. Coming into a full puppy pose here. We'll walk our hands all the way out, both of the hands all the way out in front of you. Rest the elbows onto the mat here. And then either forehead, chin, or actually rest the chest down. You can always start at the forehead and then gradually lower yourself as you feel your shoulders opening. Just continuously use your breath to encourage that opening in the shoulders, that nice deep stretch. I really love puppy pose. It's one of my kind of go-tos in my personal practice. A, it just really feels like such a good and effective stretch in the shoulders. B, I feel like it really helps to kind of wake me up sometimes, to open things up. It's also restful and supported. Let's take another big breath in. Another big breath out. With your next inhale, lift your head, look forward, and you're going to come down onto the belly. Come all the way down onto the belly, and then tent your fingertips outside of the shoulders. Bring your feet nice and wide. The elbows are lifted. We're going to come up into some Cobra roll-ups. Squeeze the tush the whole entire time. Take an inhale, roll yourself up into a Cobra. Exhale, dip the right shoulder in, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, peel the right shoulder back. Exhale, dip the left shoulder in and look over the right. Inhale, peel the left shoulder back. Exhale, come back down onto the belly. Inhale, roll up Cobra. Exhale, dip right shoulder and look over the left. Inhale, peel back the shoulder, lift Cobra. Exhale, dip the left shoulder in, look over the right. Good. Inhale, peel back shoulder, lift for Cobra. Exhale, come back down onto the belly. Good. Last round. Inhale, Cobra, roll up. Exhale, dip right shoulder in, look over the left. Inhale, peel right shoulder back, Cobra. Exhale, dip left shoulder in, look over the right. Inhale, peel left shoulder back, Cobra. Exhale, come all the way down, forehead to the mat. Extend the right arm over to the right for broken wing. Rest the right side of the head onto the mat. Place palm of the left hand underneath the left shoulder and bend the left knee. Start to look for the ground behind the right leg here. So you can stay right here if this feels like enough of a stretch for the right shoulder. But if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can wrap the left arm around the lower back. And if you feel like you even want to go further here, you're always welcome to find a bend in the right knee and extend the left leg. So switching the bend in the legs can really help to turn up the sensation. We'll breathe here for 3. Another 2. And another big breath in. Good. If you switched the bend in the knees, let's bend the left knee again and extend the right leg. And then slowly roll back onto your belly. Good. Bend the right elbow, palm of the right hand underneath the right shoulder, and then reach the left arm over to the left and rest the left side of the head on the ground. Bend the right knee, start to look for the ground behind the left leg with the right foot. And option to stay here with the right hand. Option to deepen by wrapping the right hand around the lower back. And if you switched the bend in the knees on the first side, then here you can do the same by first bending into the left leg and then extending into the right leg and breathing here for 3. Another 2. Another big breath in. Beautiful. If you switch the bend in the knees, you'll bend the right knee again and then extend into the left leg to unravel the whole body, coming back onto the belly. And then you'll bend the left elbow, bringing both hands underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, press back into a child's pose. And then slowly come up into a seat. Really good. So here you can sit on your block if you do have a block, and if you have a little cushion or a pillow instead, you can always place the cushion between your ankles or whatever it is that you have. You can also sit directly on your heels. For some people that might not be exactly comfortable on their ankles. If you're not comfortable with whatever prop you do have and you just want to sit like a regular crisscross seat, go for it. We'll go ahead and grab our strap. So first I want you to bring the strap into a sort of Y shape like this. So the arms are grabbing it and creating space here between the arms. Very simple movement. We're starting with just raising the arms and bringing them back. Now I want you to remember to keep the spine completely neutral. So it's going to be very tempting for you to do something like this, okay? But really try to avoid that. We want to try to isolate the movement into the shoulders, okay? So as long of a spine as you can maintain, think of kind of hugging the ribs in and hugging the navel in. Inhale to lift the arms up, exhale to sweep them back. Inhale to lift the arms up and exhale back. Good. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really, really good. And just one more exercise with the strap. So we went in a more kind of a linear forward and back fashion now. So now we're going to isolate the movement one shoulder at a time. You'll start by kind of scooting the arms over to the left. So you're bringing the left arm directly kind of underneath the left shoulder essentially. The right arm directly in front of the right shoulder. The left hand does not move. The right arm comes up and overhead and then all the way back. And now the right hand will be isolated. So the left arm is going to come up and forward. Really good. So we're just going to kind of like floss back and forth. Same thing here with your spine. Now the right hand stays in place. The left arm comes up and over. Right arm up and over. Good. Another 10. So up and over, left arm up and over for 9. Now left arm starts coming up and over, right arm continues to come up and over for 8. Right arm up and over, left arm up and over, 7. Left arm up and over, right arm up and over, 6. Right arm starts, left arm continues. 5, left arm starts, right arm continues. 4, right arm starts, Left arm continues. For 3, left arm starts, right arm continues. Good, last 2, the right arm will start, the left arm will continue, and then the left arm will start, and the right arm will continue. Beautiful, really, really good. You can keep doing that. You can even pause the video and continue going forward with both of those exercises with the strap. You're also welcome to, if that was really, really easy for you, the next time that you do this video, you can hold the strap a little bit tighter. However, if you do hold the strap a little bit tighter, I want you to always remember the arms want to be straight. So it's going to be tempting if you do have a smaller hold, it's going to be harder or a shorter hold. It's going to be harder for you to get your arms forward and back. And so a lot of times what happens is people will start to kind of like bend their elbows like this just to get the arm across. That's not the point. Don't lose sight of the goal here, which is to work into full range of motion in the shoulders and full rotation of the shoulders. So do it in a way that is accessible and attainable for you. Good. Now for Gomukhasana, or Cowface pose. Keep holding onto the strap or the belt or whatever you got with the right hand. Reach your right arm up and bring the strap behind your back. Left arm will come back and under to grab the strap. Start to walk your hands closer to one another until you can't any longer, and maybe you have the bind of the hands. If you do have the bind of the hands, or if you don't, wherever it is that you are, just first notice and pick up on how your spine is doing. Again, try not to compensate by arching the spine to bring the hands closer together. Keep the spine neutral. The goal and the attention here is on the shoulders. So wherever you are, stay there for another 3 full breaths. Try to look out straight ahead in front of you instead of looking down. That's going to be really tempting. You don't have to kind of like push your head into your top arm. That's really not the goal here. Just work into lifting through the right elbow and lowering through the left elbow. Let's take one more big breath in. Another breath out. Okay. If you have the bind of the hands, you can gently unravel, and if you're holding on to the strap, gently reach the arms in opposite directions, and we will rest the arms onto the lap here for a moment. Take 3 circles with the shoulders back and forward. Good. Left hand will grab a hold of the strap, reaching it up and overhead and bringing the strap to be behind your back. Right arm will reach down and around behind you, and same concept, you're just walking your hands closer to one another on the strap. And again, if you have the full bind, great. If not, that's also great. First, bring your attention to what the spine is doing. Notice, can you keep your spine completely neutral? If you can't, back up. You don't have to come into the bind straight ahead. Gaze is out in front of you, spine is neutral. Think of bringing the elbows in opposite directions, and breathe here for 3. Neck is neutral, gaze is neutral, spine is neutral. Another 2. Really good. Take one more big breath in and another breath out. Good. If you're holding the hands, then you can just gently pull your arms away from one another, and if you still have the strap, just slide your arms in opposite directions. Rest your hands on your lap. You can go ahead and set the strap aside. We aren't going to need it anymore. We'll just take 3 circles back with the shoulders and 3 circles forward. Really good. Slide your hips over to one side. Swing the legs out in front of you. And we'll bend the knees, setting the soles of the feet flat onto the ground. Hands will come behind your thighs. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, roll down. Nice and slow. Really good. To finish off here, we're coming into an assisted shoulder stand. If you don't have any prop, like a block or a cushion, Then you can keep yourself completely flat onto the ground, and you can grab opposite elbows overhead while extending your legs one at a time up to the ceiling for legs up the wall. And you can keep your legs really neutral here, nice little bend in the knees. If you do have a block or a cushion, the arms will be long along the body and the palms will face down, feet at hips distance, knees bent. Squeeze the butt, lift the hips, and then slide the block or your prop underneath your sacrum. And then rest your hips down. Once you have your hips resting on something, you can extend your arms further forward and really squeeze the shoulder blades in towards one another. Then from here, we'll hug the right knee in and the left knee in, and then slowly extend your legs up towards the ceiling. And breathe here for 5. Good. Allow some of that blood to kind of drain from your extremities, and allow your shoulders to bear this weight with the support of your prop. Feeling that heart opening and that chest opening. Allow your breath to really lead the way here. We're going to take another 3. Another 2. Really good. Let's take one more big breath in. Beautiful. Gently bend the knees. Set the soles of the feet one at a time onto the ground. Squeeze the tush. Lift your hips off of the prop, and then slide it out from under you. Roll down one vertebra at a time. And if you were in legs up the wall, then you can slowly hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And we'll take a big breath in here. Big breath out. Another big breath in. Nice big sigh out. Roll over to one side in a fetal position. And then slowly make your way up into a seat. Collect your hands together at your heart and take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh out. With the inhale, draw the thumbs to the third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, and intuition. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time and practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of restorative shoulder stretch, an opportunity to just kind of release some tension from that area that tends to get really wound up for most of us. If you felt that this was helpful for you, then please share it with a friend or a family member, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.